Life is often full of disappointments. You might study all week for an upcoming test, only to not get the grade you had hoped. You might have been excited to try that new Chinese restaurant in your neighborhood, only to realize it gives you 12 hours of diarrhea. In my case, I had been looking forward to the Super Mario Galaxy movie for a long time. You see, I grew up with the Mario franchise. You could say I was a Nintendo kid. As soon as I was old enough to be able to play video games, I was playing the N64, playing games like Yoshi's Story, Kirby 64, Super Smash Bros, and of course Mario 64. Throughout the years as I grew, the Mario franchise was always right there with me. I remember spending so many afternoons as a kid playing through Mario Sunshine. That was one of my favorite games of all time. The world and atmosphere of that game just felt so warm, inviting, and lifelike that it never got boring to me. And then Nintendo released the Nintendo Wii, a revolutionary console and one that we wanted so badly. One day my dad came home with a Nintendo Wii as a surprise for us, and that was one of the most exciting days ever. Little did I know how legendary this console would be and how many amazing games would come out for it. One of which being Super Mario Galaxy, then the latest entry to the Super Mario 3D franchise. To many, Super Mario Galaxy is considered the greatest 3D Mario game and maybe even one of the greatest games of all time. Mario Galaxy was just an incredible experience, full of innovation through gameplay mechanics, so many beautiful and vibrant worlds to explore, so many extra hidden challenging stars for those who wanted a bit more from the game, and some of the best and tightest controls for a 3D platformer out there, even by today's standards. On top of all of this, Super Mario Galaxy boasts an incredible soundtrack, as well as a gorgeous art style that still holds up today in my opinion. Super Mario Galaxy truly was special. I'm not going to pretend that the Mario games have been incredible games for storytelling or the best narrative games of all time. They never were intended to be incredible narrative experiences. They were intended to be as fun as possible. However, Super Mario Galaxy was different compared to the other Mario games. Besides the Mario RPG games, Mario Galaxy has the best level of emotional storytelling in the entire mainline franchise. So when I saw that Nintendo was going to release a Super Mario Galaxy movie, I was incredibly excited and optimistic for what they could do to bring this incredible piece of art to the big screen. I knew it would be challenging to make a game like this into a movie. It's never easy to adapt video games into movies. However, I guess me just being such a Mario Galaxy fan made me incredibly optimistic for what Nintendo and Illumination could pull off. The first Mario movie was nothing to write home about, but it was a fun movie and served its purpose well in setting up the Mario world on the big screen. So I would imagine that they would learn from what worked well and what didn't work well in the first movie and implement that to making this movie the best that it possibly could be. However, what I found was that this movie basically took the formula of the first movie and doubled down on it, giving an incredibly fast-paced story where something is always happening at every second on the screen, as well as trying to pack as many references to the Mario franchise and even other Nintendo franchises as they possibly could. I'm not going to say that there's nothing good in this movie at all. I enjoyed the references, but they become a little bit too much when they overtake the main narrative that the movie is trying to portray. For example, this movie is called the Mario Galaxy movie, but I found myself at every point of the movie thinking, oh, is this a Mario Odyssey movie? Oh no, now it's a Super Mario Bros. 2 movie. Oh, now it's a Mario Galaxy movie. Oh no, wait, it's a Star Fox movie now? Oh, now it's a Super Mario Bros. 1 movie. Like something completely different from the theme that the movie was trying to go for is happening at any given time. And at times I found myself having fun with it, but at the same time, it just becomes exhausting. Putting all that aside, the movie rarely touches upon any of the story points that the Mario Galaxy game uses. And the parts of the story that it does use are completely changed. For example, Rosalina's storybook, the main source for the backstory of Rosalina and most of the emotionally impactful storytelling in the Mario Galaxy game, is completely changed for this movie. No longer is Rosalina a child helping a lost and lonely Luma trying to find its family while trying to cope with the loss of her mother. thus leading her to become the mother of the Lumas. But now she's a generic space princess who is sisters with Princess Peach, and they were born from stardust that gave them powers? Like, what?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
This not only retcons Rosalina's story, but also Peach's. And then, to take it further, they completely reverse the roles of what happened in the game. Peach being captured in the game, and Rosalina helping Mario to rescue her. Whereas now Rosalina is captured, and Peach is the one that rescues her? It just seems like an odd choice, and Mario and Luigi's portion for the first half of the movie is just some random side quest with Bowser. One of the worst parts is, if Rosalina's storybook is now about Peach, and pretty much outlines everything about Princess Peach's accomplishments, including the events of the first movie, then why didn't Rosalina reach out to Peach earlier? Like, I guess you could make the argument that, oh, she's busy taking care of all the Lumas, but you would think that she would be able to find some time to somehow reach out to Princess Peach, knowing that Peach is struggling with her identity, not knowing her past or where she came from. It just seems kind of selfish and out of character that she would only ever contact Peach if there was some kind of emergency, even though Peach doesn't even know she's related to her in the first place. At the end of the day though, this is really the most Mario Galaxy we even get from this movie. We get some scenes of flying through space, some random galaxies that don't even appear in the game for the most part, and a couple of moments of Lumas and Rosalina. By the way, Fox McCloud has more screen time than Rosalina in this movie, and even though this is really odd to me, somehow Fox McCloud was the best part of this movie, which just makes me wonder if they would be able to do a Star Fox movie better than this. The only other scene that comes close to matching the vibe of Mario Galaxy is Peach's birthday party, which was put in place of the Star Festival for some reason. And here's the thing, they could have done so much more with this scene. Like, for example, let's say they still decided to go the route of Peach and Rosalina being sisters. Instead of making this scene Peach's birthday, they could have still made it the Star Festival, and they could have taken a tip from some better written storytelling in the movie Tangled, where the Festival of Lights that Rapunzel really wants to see is actually her family trying to reach out to her. So in this case, they could have made it that the Star Festival was this thing that the Mushroom Kingdom loved because there was an incredible display of shooting stars in the sky, and or a comet flying close by to the planet. And this could have been a way to show that Rosalina was trying to reach out to Peach for so many years, but it wasn't realized. Overall, the Mario Galaxy movie was a huge disappointment to me. I mean, there was some fun to be had with this movie. I mean, I'd say 80% of the time I was just laughing though because of how ridiculous it was, and not necessarily in a bad way, because I did genuinely enjoy some scenes, but at the end of the day, it just makes me sad as a Mario Galaxy fan to see how much wasted potential there was to make an emotionally gripping Mario movie. This movie just feels like it was made to chase this TikTok type trend of super compacted and fast-paced scenes to never let your attention span rest, or never even let yourself think about anything that's going on until the movie's over. But what were your thoughts about the Mario Galaxy movie? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Anyways, that's all I got, guys. Peace out.